stop. Go ahead, jump and hop at it. Rep for your brum, for your post, department, your projects. Pain driven, engine drumming. Look how far we coming. Heartbeat on the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Paper stuff the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, so suspenseful, I'm up in the field. Saw it in my eyes, it was the Tiger Hill. Go
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. On first down, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Ryan is complete to Jones. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. Crabtree has it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool him with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
On the run, it's Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Keith Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Full go. Right, 90. Check pass. Check pass.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Luck. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason when they emphasized ball security, and wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They have 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
All day, baby. 11.
55 to
Reggie.
55 to Mike.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
2nd and 5 now. Luck. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
Check 45 to Mike.
Go ahead.
45 to Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down. Luck. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hey, exit. On. Hey, check.
Luck on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check flag 45. Check flag 45. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Luck throwing again. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, keep.
Check.
Check 99. Check 99. Check. Fresno.
To the air again, Luck. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan, incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, 49ers nothing.
Go. 40. I got him. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike. 12. Hey, wahoo.
45, Mike, 45.
John Wright.
You. Check 24.
On 2nd and 9. Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Check up. Green 90.
Defense. Let's go, defense. Who we got?
12. Small.
Check 45 to Mike.
Reggie.
Watch his slant.
Check.
3rd and long. It's Locke. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Check Michael.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And it's complete. Hooper. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. The Falcons on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the draw play, Coleman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
Coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
A 59-yard attempt.
And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Now Ryan on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down, Ryan. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check. Go. I got you. 45's the mic. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 11B. Check 45.
Here's Locke. This is Coleman with a grab. It'll be a gain of 9. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Locke. Going deep for Diggs. It's caught inside the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
55. Check 3. Check 5.
From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Let's go, D. Check nickel. Rush in. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Big edge.
From the 31, Luck. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the Falcons' 15-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
Come on. 45's the mic. I'm coming, baby. Woo! On. Hey, check 24. 36. Shift.
Out of the gun, Luck. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Cameron Brate his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 30 yards. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. The pass from Ryan complete to Freeman. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Play action. It's Ryan. And the Niners get there and bring him down. K'Wan Short able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Gets it away, and I don't think Peterson will get a chance to touch this one. Angling for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off, and he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Play action. It's locked. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
12. 55. Hey, Alpha. Strong right. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe, defense. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety.
From the end zone, Lott. It's complete to Diggs. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
40 seconds. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check. 45. Mike, 45. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing on third down, Love. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Adrian Claiborne able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They go play action here on first down. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Ryan finding Julio out wide. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Out. 3 down. Out. 11 feet. Check. Bravo. Check 55 to Mike. All day, baby, all day. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Hey, keep it up. Mike, 55.
On 1st and 10, Locke completes it to Coleman. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now it's Locke. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. 45's the mic. Wild Bill. 12. Check 45.
3rd and 2, Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
11. 45. Mike, 45. Let him know. Let him know. He's coming. Reggie.
Here we go on fourth. Luck. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Tackle made by Emerson Griffin.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Ready to go. 14's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 14. Hey, express. Check.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. And you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful.
When they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Check 4. Hey, check. Watch the ship.
2nd and 10, Luck again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, look, Don right.
A shotgun snap for Luck. Got a man. He finds Sanders. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Luck now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
45. Mike, 45. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Back. Reggie.
To the air again. Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Another try after the first down sack. Luck, flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Niners on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the gun, here's Locke. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
I'm trying to collect. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. It's a party now. It's a party now.
They snap it to Locke. And this is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Touchdown, Falcons! Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was
looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 4.
Big man all day. Don't go this way.
They'll take over 1st and 10. at the 47-yard line.
Mike 12. Mike 12.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable.